to the screen every now and again, make sure everything's okay, but signal's great again today, so we should be alright. Okay, so musibidach, us. Okay, now you just bounce on your toes, guys. Oh look, I'm bouncing. Haha, this is the first time for a week, but I've been over a week I've been able to do this. So I'm taking it very gently still. My legs are about 80 to 85%, so I'm not pushing it too much. Okay, and circle the arms. Big circles. And go backwards. Big circles. And stretch upwards to the ceiling. Okay, lean to your left. And up, lean to the right. And up, lean back slightly. Stretch your back very gently. And lean forward. Fingertips to the floor. If you've got a bad hamstring, just take it gentle. Okay, while your fingers are on the floor, just open your stance as wide as you can. Take your hands to your ankles and let your head come to the centre. Okay, take your head over to your right knee. And take your head over to your left knee. And bring your head back to the centre. And rest on your hands. Okay, swing one leg forward, guys, and sit down. We'll do this one today. Okay, bring your feet in as close as you can. Feet together and pull your heels in as close as you can. That's as far as I'm going to go. And then push your knees down with your arms. And relax. Put your hands behind and just release your knees a little bit. Back straight. Now push your knees down as far as you can. Okay, I've probably got a dirty bottom sitting on this floor. Okay guys, bring one hand behind your shoulder blades and pull your elbow in behind your head. And change arms. And relax. Okay, elbows back. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, haj, kyo, jo. Open, close. Open, close. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruku, shishi, haji, kyo, jo. Okay. Sort your dogies out if you've got them on. And yoi. Left hand out. Right hand in hikute. Just Shokuzuki punch. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, haj, ko, jo. Relax. Up yuki hand. Again, make sure the elbow's in the right position. It's not sticking out here. It's tucked in. Make sure your lats are engaged here. And your hikute hand is nice and tight with your elbow pulled in. Ready? Change sides. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruku, shish, haj, ko, jo. Relax. Get on rise. Remember, squeeze in, kiss the elbows, and strike downwards, but away from your body, not down to the floor, outwards. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, haj, ko, jo. And relax. Sotukis. Right hand up, left hand out, and strike. Ready? Here we go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, haj, ko, jo. Relax. Uchuki. Opposite hand. Right hand first. The knuckles of the thumb to the bottom of the rib cage on the left. And blocking outwards. This will ensure that your elbow's to the centre. If we don't and we come here, the elbow's on the outside of the body and the block won't work because it'll go here. I want my elbow here so that it's inside any punch coming towards me here. My elbow is on the inside of the punch or the outside of the punch, whichever way it comes. But the elbow must come to the center. Okay? Right hand blocking first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relax. And the legs, guys. Feet together. Bend your knees. Left leg first. Lift, kick, and down. Try and get your foot to come back in, hikiashi, then bring it back down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and jaw. Good, I managed 4, that's not too bad. So again, I don't want to take any chances at all with this leg. That's what I choose to do right now because it's the right thing for me. So everyone ready? Okay, so what I want to look at is looked at yesterday is Oizuki going forward and backwards, and we looked at how we're squeezing the body in, trying to time our hands and our legs and our bodies all together. I'm going to do the same here with Agyuki. So what I'd like you to do, I think we'll start in Zenko Dachi because it's better to do it from a Zenko Dachi position. Okay? So all I want you to do is make an Agyuki, left leg forward, left hand Agyuki, the right hand in Hikote. So I want you to squeeze your knees together to the center, but keep your hands where they are. This top one might just squeeze over a little bit to protect your head. So bring yourself towards your hand, don't bring your hand towards your head. Yeesh, like this. So the hand stays here, yeesh. So I'm now in Nikuashi Dash. Push the right leg forward to make Zenkuto Dachi, keeping your hands still. And now your hips should be square, like so. And now use your body to make the block. So we've gone from Shomen to Hamni to make the Agyuki work. Now go backwards. So squeeze back to the center. Push all the way back to Zenkuto Dachi. Keeping the hips square in Shomen. Then twist the body and fire the arm. Knee. Okay, so I know we wouldn't normally do Agyuki like this. We'd normally do it a little bit quicker. And we'd time the body and the arms and the feet all together. We were looking at exploring all the different parts and the components of the movement. Okay, so left hand up. So squeeze to the middle. Each. Push your legs forward. Knee. Then use your body to make the block. Sun. Squeeze in. Each. Push back. Knee. Block. Sun. Ready. Forward. Each. Knee. Sun. Backwards. Each. Knee. Sun. Forward. Each. Knee. Sun. So squeeze in first. Each. Knee. Sun. And forward. Each. Knee. Sun. And backwards one more time. Squeeze in. Each. Knee. Sun. And yame. Okay, so here all we're looking at is the hip. Is using the hip to make the final execution of the technique, because we want our body to make that Agyuki. So when we've got back here, the hips are square and our reverse hand is here covering, we want the body to fire the Agyuki forward. Yeah? We don't just want to go like this and use it from the shoulder. The hip should be square. Then I'm going to fire from the body and use my hips. So that's what we're trying to engage by doing it this way. Okay? So, do it one more time. Put your left foot forward for me. left senku tudachi, left hand agyoki, right hand in hikute. Just squeeze to the middle and keep your hands where they are. Ich, forward, knee, and block, sun. Squeeze in, ich, back, knee, sun. Ready, in, ich, knee, sun, and backwards, ich, knee, sun. Once more, in, ich, knee, sun, and back, ich, knee, sun, and gently. Okay, so fine-tuning movement, finding your balance. We're finding the dojo, when we're in the dojo, we would do this technique, and like I said in a couple of other classes, we would go up and down the hall 5, 6, 7 times, up, backwards 5, 6, 7 times, and not really have time in that 5, 6, 7, 8 times to examine exactly what we're doing, because we're too busy keeping up with the count of the instructor and everybody else in the class. And if you take that little bit of time, you fall behind everybody else, and you don't want to fall behind everybody else, so you just go fast to keep up without actually absorbing these things that we're looking at now. So this opportunity to train at home and do this sort of thing is absolutely priceless, to be able to really hone and tighten up your techniques and really feel what's going on in your bodies. Right, so left foot forward, left hand agyoki, right hand here. So what I want you to do now is we're going to squeeze into the middle, each, push all the way forward, and then make this on the end, okay? So we're going to keep the movement going. Then we're going to pull back, keep it going, and block. So as soon as your stance is made full length and the foot finishes at the back, we block here. As soon as the foot finishes at the front, the block happens there. So you want to try and time this hand with this leg. And going backwards, your left hand with your right leg. Okay? So they land together. So left hand, agyoki. Okay, just forward and backwards. So squeeze in, go forward, and then block on the end. Keep it slow. Don't go fast, keep it slow. Ready? With me, squeeze in, push forward. Each. And backwards. Knee. San. Chi. Go. Ruk. Shish. Haj. Go, yo, hey! And yame. Okay, we're going to do that again, but there's something else I'd like you to be aware of when we do this. Just watch this, guys. So from here, this hand stays. As I squeeze in and I go forward, look, this is where my agyoki is going to go. Yes? I've got a marker. As I come back, this hand stays here. This is where my agyoki is going to go. So by keeping that hand in that position, you've collected the technique that's coming towards you, protecting your head, and then you're striking up underneath it. So your actual agyoki becomes a strike, not a block. Okay? And this is your guide. This is your guide. So keep that hand there and look for that direction as to where to send your agyoki arm, and make the cross in the middle if you can. Okay, guys? So left arm up, right hand on your hip. Okay, keep it slow. We don't have to go speed. 2 reasons really. 2 reasons. A, by going slower, you can feel all the sections of the technique and the movement, and you can get a greater feeling of control. So that's one good thing. The second thing, probably more important, if you're standing right in front of your telly right now and you'll go fast and you fall over, the last thing you want to do is put your head on the screen. Yes? Because you won't come through the other side to me here. You'll just get loads of sparks. So we don't want anyone falling over. Okay? Alright, so left hand agyoki. Okay, so push forward, squeeze in, drive all the way forward, and push your arm through this space. Ready? Forward, each, and back, knee, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, punch, ka, jaw, and okay, so just some ideas there on how to refine, fine-tune your agi-uki and your movement, particularly at lower grades, and sharpen them up at higher grades. So let's see who else we got in here. Hey, Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah. Okay, so now we're going to look at a bit of what we've called in now Kompass karate. So this is probably going to take you up a notch. I'm going to go slow. The idea is to do this slowly. I'm not fast. The response we want to an attack, or the response we need to an action coming towards us, we need quick. We need a fast response, yes? We don't need a fast response when we're training and developing and learning it. We need perhaps a slower, more deliberate method to learn it, which then gives us the fast or the speed when we have to respond. So that's when we want the speed, is when we're responding to an action. We've got no action going on here. All we're doing is preparing our bodies for a response. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is go to the left. Exactly the same thing we did yesterday. Make Nikowashi dash to your left, turning east. Remember the directions, east and west. We're facing north is in front of you and south is behind you. Okay, so we're going to turn to the east, and I'm going to use my right hand. There's a punch coming to my face, and I'm going to use my right arm to collect it, and I'm in Nikowashi dash, squeezing my leg and protecting my groin. So that's your first move. Each second move, knee attack with agi-uki, san attack the second time with yakuzuki. Okay, so that's the first three. We're going to be really deliberate with it, yes? Really deliberate, so you can feel the energy and the connection in your body. Okay, so turn left and block with your right hand. Ready? Each. Now drive forward and attack. Knee and punch. San. Now we're going to go west. Pull your back leg in. Turn into Nikowashi dash and collect with your left hand this time. So now drive forward, agi-uki, and then attack, yakuzuki. Okay? So that's your east-west movement. Okay? So again, here we go. So we're going to turn left or east and collect with the right hand. Each, attack with the left hand, knee, attack, with the right hand, yakuzuki. Pull the leg in, turn and each, collect with the left hand. Drive forward and attack with the right hand and punch with the left hand. And jame. So there you have a nice controlled movement, keeping the center of balance correct, keeping your center of drive correct, being able to drive into your technique correctly. Okay, so one more time. Here we go. Ready? So turn left, turn east, collect with your right hand. Each, drive and attack agi-uki. Knee, punch san, draw your back leg in. Now if you watch, when you turn, the left hand just lifts into place as you turn, because your hip comes round and the hand lifts off the hip. Easy move. Drive forward and attack. San, punch, shi. Now we're going to go back east. Back leg in and turn and catch with your right hand. You see, same thing, look. Hip comes round, hand lifts. Nice and tight. Attack, attack, hey! Now we go back. Squeeze in, turn, catch, attack, attack. Squeeze in and turn. So we've got the catch, attack, attack. Squeeze in and turn, attack, attack. And one more, squeeze in and turn, again, attack, attack, hey! and Jame. So, very simply moving from east to west. Okay? Remember from yesterday that the withdrawal of the back leg is really, really important in this. Because if I'm here, I've made my collection, boom, boom. If somebody attacking me from this side, don't forget this leg is vulnerable. So, I'm either going to get it squashed, or if I want to turn, it's a long way around again, isn't it? So from here, I pull in, which actually pulls my body away from any attack. I can see over my shoulder, I collect the punch here, I grab it, strike it, and strike them a second time with my Yakuzuki. So that's why it's important to draw that back leg in. A, it stops you, it reduces your risk of being hit, but also it gives you the mechanical ability and the physical ability to be able to turn in a tight circle, boom, and then explode out again in your counter-attack. Okay? So here we go. East to west. Ready? So turn east, collect with your right hand. Ich, attack, ni, attack, san. Pull in, turn and catch. Ich, attack, ni, attack, san. Pull in, turn, collect. Ich, attack, ni, attack, san. Pull in, turn, ich, attack, ni, and san. And one more, in, turn, collect, attack, and attack. And jump. Okay, so you notice I'm using the phrase attack again on Yagi-uki, just as we used the phrase attack on the Gidambarai yesterday. Again, think about what you're doing. We are going forward in an aggressive, strong, purposeful manner. We would not block like that. If I'm going forward in a strong, purposeful manner, that's an attack. Okay? So remember the sequence again. This one's blocked the punch. This hand drives up and cracks the arm as I'm pulling back to Hikote, yes? Okay, so I've attacked and damaged the arm. This one then takes hold of the arm, pulls it to the side, Hikote the other side, I pull them towards me and I Yakuzuki. Okay? So all the hands are changing sides, but we're utilising the hands to collect the technique, to disable that technique, to attack the body by clearing the space with the other hand. So they're all useful, guys, okay? So, let's carry on with this. I'm going to introduce Mr. North and Mr. South, so that we can now go 4 ways with this, okay? Yeah? 4 ways. Okay, so here, we're going to go east, then we're going to go west. Are you ready? So turn east and catch. Ich, attack, ni, attack, san. Draw in and turn. Catch. Ich, attack, ni, attack, san. Now, we have a punch coming in from the north direction. The north direction. Okay, so what I need to do is squeeze my body in to Nikoash and catch it. If you notice what I did, as I squeezed in, Hikote hand, and I catch it with my right hand. I then drive forward, Agyuki, attack, and attack. Now backwards. Yes, I'm going backwards, I'm going south. So as I pull my leg in, the hands change. This left hand catches, I attack and attack. Okay? So that's the movement from north to south. So you've got to try and think of the connection between your arms and your legs, and your body pulling your arms and legs or pushing them where you want them to go. Okay, so let's just try that from the west position. Okay, so we've done our east and west. We've got our right foot facing west and our left hand doing the Yakuzuki. So we're going to pull our left leg in, turn north, ich, and catch with the right hand, drive forward Agyuki, ni, and punch Yakuzuki-san. Now think where the hands are. This is what's going to happen with the hands. Right hand comes in, left hand comes up, and the left leg comes in. Ich, ni, san. and your mate, and come back to the right. So face your right, right leg forward, left hand yakuzuki, look over your shoulder, to north and catch, ich, drive forward, knee, and punch, san. Now think of what your hands are doing. The leg comes in, ich, knee, san, and your mate. So like everything, this is a phrase I picked up from Dave Hazard Sensei a couple of years ago. I think the first time I ever trained with him, and it was about kata. And he said that whenever you're doing a technique or a movement in your kata or your Kihon, ask yourself what is being asked of you. What is your left hand and your right hand supposed to be doing? What is the action and the direction that they are actually taking? Because if you just fire your body forward and throw your arms without any thought, then it kind of doesn't make sense. But if you kind of think to yourself, okay, from this position, this hand comes back and that one goes up, then we get a feel for what it is we're supposed to be doing. The body understands it, and it builds up this thing in our bodies called physical intelligence, which you often hear me talk about in the class. So our muscles are being educated and given the right sort of memory so that they can act instantaneously for us, intuitively. So that's another word I picked up. There's two phrases there, intuitive movement and physical intelligence, that I picked up from another very good sensei, Richard Amos Sensei. So, like I said yesterday, all the people we train with bring something to the table. All the people we train with leave something within us that's of value that we can use. So we should be grateful for that. So that's what we're trying to really achieve here, some physical intelligence. Okay, so let's go east, west, north, south. Ready? So your position, you're in the center of your compass. And we're going east, and we're going to turn, nikowashi dash, collect, ich, attack, ni, attack, san. Squeeze in, and turn, collect, ich, attack, ni, attack, san. Look north, squeeze in, and collect, ich, attack, ni, attack, san. Now move south, ich, ni, hey, san. Now to keep this move going in a circuit, which we can do for training purposes, as I squeeze back into the middle, my hands are going to do this. The left hand's coming in, and the right hand's going to come up, while I'm going to turn to my left, or to the east, and defend to the east, drive in, san, shi. Okay? So everybody come back to your south position, with your left hand in yakuzuki. So left hand comes in, right hand covers. You're going to pull your foot in and turn to your east. Ready? Ich, ni, san. And squeeze in, ich, ni, san. Squeeze in, ich, ni, san. And backwards, ich, ni, hey, san. And yamai. Okay, so think of the principle of a compass. I didn't want to call it compass karate because it's kind of been done before with other people, some other people have called their system compass. But the reason I like compass is because we're working on a four-directional movement here, north, south, east, west. We also have the diagonal movements as well that we can add in at a later stage. But the other thing, and this is the key thing, I think, is that the compass has a central point. So in order to find your direction in a compass, you have to have a central point for your needle. Yes? This is our core. This is our center. So we have our own body compass. So that idea fits with our body within our movement. So we have our center, which is the center of our compass. So even from this last position here, from our south position, I'm coming back in to the center of my compass to go out and strike. And then when I'm defending west, I've come back into the center of my compass to go out and strike. So I'm working from this central point all the time. Yeah? Okay? So again, that's another thing that helps us find the center in our own bodies by following those lines. I hope that makes sense. Okay? If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Things only make sense to you when you're ready to understand them. Yes, if things are not, don't make sense to you, then you're maybe not at that level yet or in that mindset yet to actually understand it or take it on board. So that's not a problem. Yeah, and that's the same with anything with karate. You know, you can train with, you could, as a green belt for instance, or blue belt, you can go and train with the black belts. And you can do kankadai, you can do hangetsu as a green belt or a blue belt, and then you go, I just don't get that. I just don't get that at all. That's fine, because you're not supposed to get it as a green belt or a blue belt. That's above you, because you haven't worked to that level yet. So if there's anything either in karate that you don't get, then there's probably a good reason. It's probably because you're not ready yet to absorb it, but one day you will be. Okay? Alright, so east, west, north, south. Ready? I'm looking. Ready? Ich, ni, san. Pull in. Ich, ni, san. Look, pull in. Ich, ni, san. Withdraw. Ich, ni, eight. Now go east again. Ich, ni, san. And west. Ich, ni, san. And north, ich, ni, san, and south, ich, ni, eight. Okay, and one more time. Ready? I'm just going to count once this time. 3 movements. Ready? Ich, pull in, ni, look, pull in, san, pull in, shi, eight. Okay, one more time. Ready? Ich. Pull in. Ni. Pull in. San. Shi. Eight. Us. Okay, so that's looked at our Gyoki. So we can, within the Kompass system, we can use all sorts of techniques for doing this. There is a reference point we can make to this in a film. It's a film that I've seen once or twice called The Last Samurai. And in that film, there is a fight, a duel, where Oren-san is surrounded by, I think, by 4 swordsmen, and he hasn't got a sword. And he obviously rehearses in his head what he's going to do. He works out where they're positioned, where they're standing. He knows his angles. He knows his east, west, north, south, and his southwest and northeast. He knows where they are. So he works out, if this one moves that way, I move that way. So he's already worked that out through his training. So this is where it becomes very, very useful and very, very practical. Obviously you need to train it to get it into your system and create that physical intelligence. But that's kind of the use that it has, is to be able to move around multiple people and avoid things. Okay, so I'm just going to look at the screen and see if there's any comments. Make sure everything's okay. Looks like it's cool. Hi Elliot. Isn't east right? Or are you doing mirror? No, east is left. Yeah? That's west. Yeah? So where I'm standing, the sun rises in the east and the sun sets in the west, which is that direction. So exactly where I'm standing. If you wanted to be, yeah, I suppose I could turn around and actually face proper north, but just think of it, east, west, north, south. It depends where you put your, Susan, it depends where you put your compass down for where you want to learn, okay? So it's not about finding, the compass that we're using is not about finding coordinates to plot your journey across the Pacific Ocean. It's about trying to plot the coordinates, left, right, forward, back and diagonals in your training, okay? Right, so let's have a look at the time. Excellent stuff. Right, so let's just have a look at a few elements of Heian Yondan. So yesterday we got to the first Kihon, okay? Which was, can everybody remember? Kosidachi position. So put your right foot forward, bring your left foot in behind you. So we're in this position and try and angle your heel. I don't know if you can see my left heel. Go back a little bit so you can see. My left heel is angled away from my body. It isn't facing forward, it's here. Because my next move is going to be out to my left to make Kokotsudachi and Kakiwaki-uki. Hands up and out. Okay, so that's the next move. So we need to have our heel pointing like so to make that angle. If we have it straight and we go back and make a very different angle, a sharper angle, then we will come off the Emerson line, and the whole idea is to make this shallow angle so that we can come back to the Emerson line. Okay, so here, from this position, Kosidachi, and striking here. So from here, what I want you to do is push your left foot out, turn and make Kokotsudachi, Kakiwaki-uki, and okay, so let me do that the other way around so you can see from behind. Okay, so you can see what's going on frontwards. So from here, from your Kosidachi position, push your left foot out, Kakiwaki-uki, up and out. Turn the hip forward and kick between your hands, Maegeri. Ich, ni, san. Okay, then pull in to here. So we have like a Nikuwashi dash position, hands on the hip, push out to the right, make Kokotsudachi, Kakiwaki-uki again, then turn the hip forward, kick Maegeri. Ich, ni, san. Okay? So come back to Kosidachi. So with Kosidachi, you want your shin of your left leg and your calf muscle of your right leg squeezed together and your knees bent. Remember this technique, there is a drop down stance. It's a boom feeling. Remember that from yesterday? It's a drop down striking feeling. Plus we also need the knees bent to be able to move. So here, from this position, okay, push the left foot out, ich, Kakiwaki-uki, twist the hip forward, kick Maegeri, ni, san, shi. Okay, now squeeze in, Nikuwashi, look into your right, push out to your right, Kakiwaki-uki, hip forward, Maegeri, 1, 2. Okay, one more time. Back to here. Kosidachi. Ready? Push your left foot round. Kakiwaki-uki. Turn your hip forward. Maegeri. Ich, ni, san. Squeeze in. Push out. Kakiwaki-uki. Push your hip forward. Ich, ni, san. Okay. So we have another element there. We spoke yesterday about the double-handed techniques, or both hands moving at the same time in this kata, and there's a lot of it. We have the opening section, yes, we have this movement, we have a Maroto Uki, yes, so there are lots of elements in this kata where both hands are moving forward, blocking and striking at the same time, and there's another one there with a Kakiwaki-uki, and there'll be another one in a minute. Okay? So, I want you to come back to your yoi position, it's not yoi position, Kosidachi. From here, we're just going to do the two moves we've just done. Push out to your left, Kakiwaki-uki, and out, hip forward, Maegeri, 1, 2 punches. Okay, squeeze in, hands on your hips, looking right straight away, because this is where the danger is now, to your right. Push out right, Kakiwaki-uki, hip forward, Maegeri, 1, 2. Okay, just to explain a couple of little things there. As we come round, we're looking and catching and breaking. Somebody could be trying to grab us here. So I'm getting in between their arms before they grab me. If I let them grab me, boom, I won't get them off. I've already done it. Then I'm going to turn my hip forward to kick maegeri to punch and then to punch. Now I have the same danger this side. I squeeze in, I see it coming, I push my leg out, catch the arms and brace. Now to kick maegeri, my body has to turn forward, kick, punch and a punch. Okay? So the kokutsudachi is making a defensive movement. It's actually pulling them towards you. It's catching and pulling towards you. So you're using the motion of the back stance to pull somebody back, then boom, kick and punch. Okay? That's one of the theories or one of the practicalities of those techniques. There are others. You could potentially be trapping someone's arm and breaking. Okay? So, but you need a partner to work with that and show that. But have that in your head. Someone's trying to grab you, break the grab, sitting back, hip forward. They're now leaning towards you because they're off balance. Kick to the chest, punch, punch, finish them off. Okay? So that's kind of some thought patterns behind that technique. So, come back to kotsidachi. Okay, ready? So left foot out, yitch. Hip forward, knee, boom, boom, boom. Pull in, go out to your right, yitch. Knee. Okay, so now here, I'm going to shift back so you're going to get some, you can see what's going on. We're going to make Meroto Uki from here. So we're going to turn down to the middle and make Meroto Uki. Remember from the early stage of this kata, Meroto Uki. So this hand is doing a Nuchuki, this hand is doing a Nurazuki. In reality, I would be doing this, a separation technique. It's both hands moving at the same time. For the purpose of the kata, we connect them, but it's pretty stupid to want to punch your arm, really. So we move them together. Then we squeeze in, and we make a second one. Then we squeeze in, and we make a third one. Okay? So, left foot forward at an angle. So make a 45-degree left foot forward with a right hand punch and squeeze down to the middle and make Meroto Uki. Yitch. And forward again. Knee. And one more. Sun. Okay. From here, turn your body forward. This is what your body's going to do. Push forward. And your hands are going to reach up. Grabbing the lapel. Here. Grabbing the lapel. You could grab the head. But if you want to grab my head, good luck. I've got no hair. I'm a bit bored. I'm a bit sweaty. And your hands will just grab off. You could grab their ears if they were like, I don't know, huge great ears. But even so, it's flesh and you're going to slip. So unless they've got a ponytail, then that's cool. But grab a lapel here. Now as you pull in, you're going to pull in towards you. The kata does this and strikes. In reality, you're going to do that. But what you've got to watch is where your head goes. So when you pull in, pull, have your head slightly, as your knee comes to the centre, you've got your head slightly this way, because that's, otherwise, you pull someone down, they're going to nut you right there, yeah? So, from this position, we go forward and grab each, pull in knee, turn, sun and make shogi. So from here, make a left foot forward, kokutsudachi, Meroto Uki. So push your weight from the back, forward and grab. You've got hold of someone's lapels. So you're now going to pull them down and knee them into the solar plexus, each, and turn immediately into Shitobuki, facing the other way. Okay? So again, left foot forward, kokutsudachi, Meroto Uki, push your weight forward and grab, each, pull down, knee, turn, sun, and to finish, shi, one more, Shitobuki, kokutsudachi going forward. Okay, and that's the end of your kata. Okay, so again, lots and lots and lots going on there. Lots and lots of stuff going on there. So let's just work on that end end bit. One more time. So left foot forward in Kokutsudachi, left hand making Morotobuki. So from here, push forward and grab. Push forward and grab. Push forward and grab. Okay? Ready? Ich. Pull in and knee. Tum. Turn. Eight. And forward. Shitouki one more time. Okay? So you notice that I didn't bring my foot straight down. I used my central turn to keep my knee up, to be able to keep my balance, to turn and then drive my shitouki downwards like this. So from here, grab, pull in, keep this knee up, everything's tight, and then we come drop back into a shitouki. Okay? Rather than just let everything collapse, we've got control of our movement, and with any luck, we'll stamp on the foot of the person who's behind us that we've just knocked over. Okay? Okay, so here we go. Left foot forward into Morotobuki. So forward and grab. Ich, ni, eight, san, shi, and go. So, all the kata now. So we just have time to go through the whole of the kata. Okay? The whole of the kata. So, let's go back to yesterday and go right back to the beginning. If you've forgotten it, don't worry. Hopefully I've remembered it, and we'll go through the whole kata. Okay, so we should be Dutch. Ba, was. Kata, Heian Yondan. Yoi. So, first move is to your left. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Ish. Haj. Ich. Ni. San. Eight. Shi. Now the bit that we've just done, I'm going to go up this end. Ready? Left foot out. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Shish. Haj. Ich. Eight. Ni. And okay, so lots and lots and lots going on in there, as there is in all katas. And if you think back to what we did with the agyuki in the Kompass movement, the east, west, north, south, then there's lots going on in there as well. Okay, don't be hooked up on the compass of where true north is. Yes. Okay, if I wanted to find true north for me is about here. If I turn and face the corner of my barn and look across the field, that's true north, because the sun rises over here and the sun sets over there and the southerly wind blows from this direction. So that's true north, because the North Sea is in that direction. So I'm not looking to navigate a course across a field or a sea. If you have a compass, you can put it on the floor. You can have north there, east there, west there, south there, and you can just move into whatever direction you want. Okay? So it's just directional turning, going left, right, forward, back. Okay? So quite simple, really. Okay? Okay, so it's given you something more to think about, a few things. Just one thing on this kata, well, I said when we get to here, to this position, we have three Morotobuki. So remember we practiced them yesterday. In their open form. This is more of a delivery form or a fighting form, because we would be blocking with this hand, punching with this hand, And because there's no higate involved, we'd be using our bodies, we'd be locking our lats in, using our core and using our weight, either going forward, driving it forward and keeping low. So you have a downward weight and a forward pressure as well as a tension of the body, which just blocks and punches, and it's quite a very solid, creates a very solid technique. Again, I will emphasise this is probably more of a senior grade attribute, probably more a senior grade feeling, certainly sort of brown belt and above, certainly downgrades. This is more of a downgrade type feeling where your body is conditioned enough through your training to be able to use it in that way. To ask green belts and blue belts to do that, probably your bodies are not conditioned enough to be able to use it in that way. Okay, so just want to finish off like we did yesterday. We're going to go forward and do each Moroto Uki, but separate. So block with the left hand, punch with the right hand. Then as we come forward, block with the right hand and punch with the left hand. But keep everything really tight to the body, and feel your body in the technique, not your arms. Okay? So, here we go, Sokodachi. So left foot forward into Kokutsudachi in separated Moroto Uki. Each. And again, ni. And san. Shi. Okay, and come back. And again, your position. Left foot forward, ready. Each. Ni. San. Shi. Okay. And you can test that for yourself to see how your body feels in your technique. It's a good test to see if you have body tension in your technique or is it just your arms. Because if your technique stops here, then it's just your arms. Boom. If your technique stops here, boom, from the floor and you can feel it in your legs, and it stops here, then you know you've got your body involved. So if you're feeling it here in your shoulders, then that's a good indication that your body's disconnected from the technique. Okay? Right guys, so I think that's about it for today. I hope that's been useful. It's 5:30, look at that. Okay. So, if anyone's got any questions, please post them up on the feed. Leave a message in the box and I'll answer your questions if you have any. If not, that's fine. And I will see you guys and girls tomorrow morning, 10:30. It's Saturday, and we'll have a Saturday morning class, and then it's a weekend again. Okay, guys. So thank you for training. Thank you for being there, and we'll see you next time. So we should be Dutch. Hands by side. And bow. Us. And finish. Us. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Thank you.